Hello, 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 everyone. This is Pinkie, the housewife, and also I'm carrying this on my second channel as well, which is Pink Global. So, also the original Pinkie. I'm carrying this on all three of my channels. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down to the matter at hand. And I know I look sleepy because I promised myself I was going to get some sleep, but I just haven't gotten it yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and get down to the matter at hand. We're going to be talking about um, the Todd and Julie, Christy. Okay, Julie and Todd, or Todd and Julie. Uh, Chris, Chrisley knows best. I think that was the title of their show. And I used to watch the show, and I can't even remember having. Can't remember for sure. But anyway, that's who we're going to be talking about. Okay. Um, Let me just go and to do this first before we get started. Welcome to the Pink House. Make sure you all go ahead and hit that like button because that's very important, hitting that like button, and subscribe to the channel. All right. Let me go ahead and thank you all for doing that. And make sure you, because I am doing this live on this channel, Pink Global. So make sure you hit that like sign and subscribe. All right. I would love to get this channel monetized. Okay. I do have my main channel. It's already monetized, been monetized. Uh, but I would love to get this channel monetized. So do me a favor, go ahead and do two things that's free. Hit that like button and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing. All right. Now let's go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. So we're going to be talking about Todd and Julie, their time away from home, away from their family. They was in prison. Okay. But they are at home now due to the fact of their daughter, SAVANNAH. She worked very, very hard. She was like a superhero to get her family home. Okay. Um, the information I'm going to be coming from first is the New York Post. I'm going to read a little information from the New York Post, and then we're going to go on to their story, a short video on them. Okay. Um, Let me just put it up so you all can see it. Just give me 1 second and get it put up. Okay, here it is. And the New York Post information will be down in my description box below my video. All right. So if you ever want to go back to it, you're welcome to do so. Now, this is Todd Chrisley's. Todd Chrisley's compare his first shower after prison to his first XEX encounter. Oh my God. This was published yesterday, which is June the 30th, by, it'll be down in the description box, but this was published yesterday. That makes me laugh when I hear that. Okay. It really does. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. They was always funny to me. All right. Todd Chrisley, 56, continues to open up about his recent release from federal prison after more than 2 years behind bars. And there are some things that he missed more than others. During the ABC News special, the Chrisleys, Life After Lockup. Oh, that's what they're calling it, Life After Lockup. You know, there's a show called The Lockup. Now they're calling the Life After Lockup. It should just go on the show. Do, but I think they're going to have their own show probably. Life After Lockup on Sunday, June 29th. The reality star joked about taking his first shower after finally returning home from Florida's FPC, Pensacola. He looks okay after returning home. He still looks like that same Todd. That Todd haven't changed. Look at him. He looks like that same old Todd. Okay. Probably a little rough around the edges, but he looks like the same Todd to me. Uh, the Chris, it is the Chrissy's Knows Best. I thought that was the name of the show, so that means I was right. I wasn't sure, but I was right. That is the name of the show, I guess. Mm. Um, the Chrissy's Knows Best. Star was found guilty of federal tax invasion and fraud in June 2022, following a 3-week trial. They were sentenced that November, and their respective sentence began in January of 2023. Ooh, Lord, that was right in the middle of the pandemic. Ooh, Lord, C-19. But following Trump's pardon, Todd was released from the FPC Pensacola on May 28 after serving just 2 years of his 12-year sentence. 2 years instead of 12. Ooh, that's a big difference. That means you had 10 more years of that hole to go. I was going to say HELL hole. Y'all know what I mean. Ooh, my Lord. Okay. Julie was sentenced to 7 years at Kentucky's FMC Lexington Federal Prison. Was also freed on May 28. So they was freed the exact same day. Both reality stars open up about their first night in prison and what they missed the most during their sit down with ABC. Oh my God, your first day behind lockup, your first night. Oh my God, that had to be terrifying. Todd told us behind bars. Todd took us behind bars with uh, behind bars with you. Shani asked the Christie's family patriarch, which is Julie, what was that first night like? I was angry at God, Todd responded. And when I went to bed that night and the lights went out, I cried myself to sleep and I said, God, whatever you allowing, why are you allowing this? Oh my God. Why are you allowing this? Mm, mm, mm. Okay. You don't realize the things that you took for granted until you don't have it. He continues. So your freedom, your ability to go to church, your ability to go eat, you know, to stay in your bed all day, those things taken from you. So when you have them back, it's a blessing. You don't realize how much your freedom means to you until you don't have it. Todd added, if I didn't change you, you're not human. If it didn't change you, you're not human, should I say. As for Julie, she said that she missed her family the most during the 28 months that she was locked up in FMC Lexington. That's a picture of them, I guess, holding their press conference. The pair had sons, Chase, 29, Grayson, 19, as well as a daughter, Savannah, 27. Todd also shared daughter Lindsay, 35, and her son Cal, 33, with his ex-wife, Teresa Terry. I didn't even know he had an ex-wife. I didn't know Lindsay was his daughter by another wife. I guess that explains a lot of things. That's something I truly did not know. I did not know that. I guess I learn something every day now. Could have. My children, my husband. I miss birthdays, holidays, and graduations and things I cannot get back, she told ABC News host. So now I just have to focus on what's ahead of us. Now that they are free from prison and back home, the Chrisley couple reportedly has big plans on the horizon. Ooh, watch them plans. Make sure those plans are on the up and up. You don't want nobody to suggest that you're doing something fraudulent or taking money that's not yours or swindling people out of money. Y'all make sure everything is on the up and up. Okay? Besides launching a new Lifetime reality show following the entire Chrisley clan, Todd also revealed that he and Julie hope to move to South Carolina to open a hotel and create a show around it. What do you all think about that? I would love to hear it in your comments about Julie and Todd opening up a new business, moving to South Carolina. Tell me, what do you think? Would that affect the kids since they already been through so much in school and stuff, or would that give them a fresh start? Because people don't really know them like that, and they're moving to another state, moving to South Carolina, where they can have fresh new friends and fresh people to be around. But you got to remember the grandmama, Fannie Mae. She's going. Everybody is going. I think I think we will always have a presence in Nashville, but I have a pull for Julie, and I to go back to South Carolina, to Charleston, to that area. He said during the ABC News special, and we have plans for what we want to do. We have hopes of acquiring a hotel, a mansion there that we are going to convert into a hotel, and we're going to create a show around that, Todd added. Ooh, I just pray that is on the up and up. We cannot have the family back where they started from. We cannot have that. It got to be on the up and up. Okay? Let everything be on the up and up. Ooh. Oh Lord, am I? Let me pull them up so we can see what they're talking about this morning. Okay. This is Good Morning America, showing the Chrisleys on Good Morning America, guys. So it's not very long. I think y'all going to enjoy it because this time you're going to hear it from their mouth. Okay? Here we go. And that information also will be down in my description box. From Good Morning America. Let me stretch this out. This interview was just one day ago, which was yesterday. They must have did their rounds because they did an interview with ABC yesterday too. But this is Good Morning America. So here we go, guys.
Former reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley speaking about their time in federal prison and the presidential pardon that freed them. Nightline co-anchor Juju Chang spoke with them, and she joins us now. Good morning, Juju.
Good morning, Robin. You know, the Chrisleys' entire brand was a life of over-the-top luxury, but it all came crashing down after they were convicted of fraud and tax evasion. Now pardoned and out, Todd Chrisley remains defiantly unfiltered and unapologetic. But both he and his wife say prison has changed them.
I was angry at God. I cried myself to sleep and I said, God, why are you allowing this?
It's been just over a month since reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley walked out of federal prison after being convicted on 12 counts of wire fraud, bank fraud, and tax evasion in 2022. Federal prosecutors allege the couple swindled at least $30 million from community banks between 2007 and 2012.
There are some who feel that you were convicted by a jury of your peers, that the appeal was not granted, and that you didn't serve your time.
Convicted by a jury of our peers, were we? I didn't see multimillionaires in that jury box. I didn't see people that were in the film industry in that jury box. I saw people in a heavily Democratic county.
They were in the midst of serving 12 and 7-year sentences before receiving a controversial pardon from President Trump.
Congratulate your parents, and I hear they're terrific people.
So I just started crying, and I said, yes, I'm getting out of here.
What was it like for you to see your dad walking towards you?
You know, the first time was 2.5 years ago when I was dropping him off in that same space and watching him walk away and know that he's not coming out. So to pull up to the same place that I dropped him off at and to see him running towards me and to see the individuals, the correctional officers, not grabbing him and like he was free.
Viewers first met the over-the-top family more than a decade ago on Chrisley Knows Best. And for 10 seasons, they watched the trials and tribulations of the campy household, Todd's no-nonsense parenting style, the lifeblood of the show.
I'll make a deal with you. You don't drop it like it's hot, and I won't drop it like it's hot.
That lavish lifestyle, a far cry from the prisons Todd and Julie, until recently, called home.
Did you really drive a forklift?
I did. I absolutely did. I stayed busy every day. I was going to keep my mind active, my body active, because I knew I was getting out at some point.
I read 116 books while I was gone. I read a lot of Maya Angelou, and that was very helpful. That was very helpful.
Your wife is driving forklifts, and you're
But she's always been different than me. I mean, like, you put me in federal prison, I'm not working for you. I'm not giving you no free labor. I'm not doing any of that. I'm here to do time, not your chores.
What was the first normal thing you did after coming out?
You know, I think us having dinner, sitting down and having dinner and being together again, you know, we get to start over and acknowledging that and giving God the glory for that.
The first meal.
Pizza Hut.
Zaxby's.
The first night of sleeping in your own bed.
Heaven.
Yes.
One of Todd's first public outings, a shopping trip to Nordstrom that went viral with paparazzi in hot pursuit.
I look up and here comes press with long lens cameras running down the middle of the mall. And I said, oh my God. And I said, Savannah, just take the picture, just do the video and release it. that'll stop them, make them leave us alone. Well, it wasn't. So I said, okay, then you know what? You're not getting the picture. I'm wearing the badge.
Now the whole family is trying to make up for lost time.
A month ago, I was sitting in prison, dreading a summer with no air conditioning. And now here I am home.
Now, both Chrisley say they were moved by the men and women they bonded with behind bars. And Savannah, too, along with her parents, insists that they will continue to fight for better prison conditions and criminal justice reform now that they are out. And you can see more of my conversation on the latest episode of Impact by Nightline, The Chrisleys' Life After Lockup, streaming now on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Accepting a pardon usually means accepting guilt, but they're not taking any responsibility at all.
I asked them what redemption means to them, and they said, I don't have anything to be redeemed for. They say they are completely innocent.
Huh. Remarkably defiant. Juju, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great.